driving Gratiot to I-94. I'm a state certified driving instructor. Whenever we come up to the edge of the road, I'm in a private driveway, actually a gas station. Gas is $5.45 a gallon. I'm waiting to pull out onto the main thoroughfare, which is Gratiot. I'm waiting for a gap or space. So I missed my opportunity because there's a school bus to my right. But you have to keep looking, and this is where it gets very stressful as a beginner. So we're just going to take our time and be patient. And then we'll get rewarded with being able to pull out onto Gratiot. I'm going to go ahead and welcome you in. This class is for beginners who want to learn how to drive, who want to obtain their permit, and who want to get their driving license, or you're up for a renewal. That truck drove around something and I thought it was going to swerve in my lane. So as you're analyzing your environment, we want to keep space. All areas across the world, not just including the United States, have roads like this with semi-trucks, Subaru cars, big vans, and then there are us as drivers. Thank you. Good morning, E. And we're always blessed to have members of our community who really support us. And what I need you to do is be safe out here. And it does take your community. And we're always appreciative. When I first started learning how to drive, I did feel by myself because you're enrolled in the class, you don't really know anyone. Some people may be your friends, some people may be your enemies, some people don't care. So I think you need to do this for yourself. You can't do it for your boyfriend, you can't do it for your girlfriend. You have to do it for yourself. I'm out here, but I realize I'm doing this for my community, my family. I want to be able to help people of color, women, minorities, because I am a minority. I am a black man, and I feel good to say that, and that's never a bad word. Traditionally, minorities just can't afford driver's education. I'm being honest and real with you. It is expensive. So that puts us a little bit at a disadvantage. And you don't have to get it at 16. You don't have to get it at 18. You don't have to get it at 25. Whenever you get your permit and you feel comfortable and safe driving, that is extremely important. You have to focus on your mental health. A lot of people out here lose it and snap and have accidents. The one thing I want to teach all of you is just be patient. Enjoy this journey. We all get tired sometimes when we go in or teach people how to drive. You always have to be careful. You got to set goals for yourself. My goal is to be safe, driving on Gratiot, driving on 94, going through Detroit, going through Chicago, going through Iowa, and to really show you best practice. And yes, we have videos from Texas. We have videos from Detroit. We have videos from Iowa. We have videos from across the country. And I'm checking blind spots. You saw me look, and I'm going around a curve. And the roads are messed up. That's like in a lot of cities. What do you want in a good teacher? A good teacher who's patient. I'm gonna make a lane change. Who's kind. Gonna listen to you. And if you're not feeling comfortable, they'll keep you in the neighborhoods. It takes time to form habits. If you make a mistake, is your instructor going to rip your head off, or are they going to support you? I think it's really important that you understand your goal is to learn, and we all learn differently. Every time I come out here and show you these videos, I learn to become a better instructor. I read your comments. I'm building community because I'm very lucky and I'm here to help you grow and motivate. I'm slowing down a little bit. And it takes a community to help you go to college, get an apartment, get a car. You know, if you're not sure, ask someone. The one thing I've learned about putting this content out is that people have a lot of questions, they have concerns, they have issues, they have a story. I took my driver's ed in high school, was blessed, it was free. They didn't have a second or two back then. But as a result, a lot of my friends were in accidents. And then I was a coach at the high school level, and we lost a JV basketball player before the game started. He had an accident, and 2 of our athletes were killed. So, and most states change rules. I'm moving forward in time. We have something called a graduated license. This means that you will be driving with someone 21 or older, which I think is good. In New York, they have the junior license. You got to be 18. New Jersey's different. Each state is slightly different. What is good for Texas is not good for Michigan. What is good for Michigan is not good for New York. What is good for New York is not good for Nebraska. What is good for Nebraska is not good for Connecticut. And when I see, I look for patterns. What is the speed? We're at about 40. There's a green light, but people are riding brakes. I'm looking for cars that are moving really fast or cutting off. They are potentially a danger. I'm going to make a lane change. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm making lane changes to try to stay in an open lane, and that's fine. Your parents should be supportive because you're going to make mistakes, but when you make mistakes, you learn. Mistakes are a part of growing up. The wrong relationship, breaking something, and you have to pay twice for it. Buying something cheap. Cheap isn't good, and good isn't cheap. So you're correct. Sometimes parents are the mistake. They're toxic. They are negative toward you. You have to get away from them. I agree. So you want to set a pattern of independency. When you first are born, your parents are your role models, they're your heroes. I'm a supporter of the family, but you're right, families can be mistakes. Maybe dad has a gambling problem, or mom has issues, social emotional issues. Okay? This is not the Brady Bunch, right? Okay? No one has a perfect family. Life is different than 15 or 20 years ago. It's much faster. No one is perfect. You got that right. There are a lot of Kens and Karens out there. They got to get their point. This drive is very relaxing, very chilled. I get a chance to see what's on your mind. All races have issues. Have our Middle Eastern brothers and sisters. I have no hate. I have all love for them. I've taught my Chaldean brothers and sisters. I've taught my Jamaican brothers and sisters, my Asian brothers and sisters. We're all people. Yeah, the Kens and Karens. I have a few of those videos too. I try to stay out of toxic situations. There's that burgundy truck again with the rims, like that Yukon. And I try to show love. I'm being very observant right now. We're kind of in a pack of cars. You see what I'm doing. I'm keeping space. There's a Jaguar ahead of us. They just got over. There's a Honda in front of the Jaguar. Ford. I see the green light, the red light ahead. I'm looking ahead 15 to 20 seconds. And I think when you learn to drive, you have the independence. You can go for a drive. Hey, I want to go to Canada. I want to go to Toronto and see Drake. Drake lives in Toronto, right? He's from there, Degrassi. Right? And we all get older. We all learn. And I think from high school to about 27, 32, you'll figure it out. You'll eventually move out. You're going to decide, do I need a car? No. Do I need a car? Maybe. Can I afford a car? No, not right now. Gas is $5.29 a gallon. Cars are going up. Used cars are still going up. Prices of gas are ridiculous. I'm in the Midwest. It's $5.29 a gallon. Earlier this week when I went to Detroit to help my brother, I got groceries. Gas was $4.09 or $4.10. I woke up the next day, it was $4.20. It's crazy. So the reality is I'm going to get over one lane to the left. The reality is you're going to put $20 in, and that's going to get you a little less than half a tank. That's going to get you 2 or 3 days a week. Because do I want to get food? Do I want to get gas? Do I want to pay my bill? You got to pay your bills. I'm going to squeeze my brakes because I see a traffic backup. You see, I'm slowing down earlier. One of the videos yesterday, the day before, I slammed brakes because I wasn't paying attention, but I am now. Yes, you have to make life decisions. I'm going to come home at night. I'm not going to lay up in the streets. I'm going to get my associate's degree. I'm going to get into this program. My dad was an electrician and worked for Ford. My mom was a nurse. Middle class family. I made a decision to get to the inside lane, and that's fine. I try to be a leader when I can. I'm a middle class person like most of you. Work hard, not scared to speak truth. You will get your T clock, don't play with me. You gotta work hard, match my energy. I'm not waiting for you. I'm gonna educate you and teach you. And if someone needs help, I'll help you. That's what goes around comes around. If you sleep with dogs, you get fleas. My mom told me that all the time. I was about 11. I'm like, what does that mean? Then around 13, I knew. My mom showed love and respect. Okay? If you don't follow, you get that belt sometime. I'm not going to cross the white line. See that car speeding? They don't care. That's how accidents happen. But I'm lifting my foot and letting these cars come in. See, I'm courteous. You understand what just happened? I'm going to get over one lane to the left. You got to be precise. It's about being kind, caring. I see the state police to the left on the ramp. I don't know if you can see them. They up there. See his cars almost crash? That's how cars almost crash. I have to lay on the horn to let them know. People are reckless. I'm glad you saw that. But your instructor, Mr. Myles, was keeping his space. They don't. They almost crash into each other. And they're about to blow up and hit this gasoline tanker up there. It's got this flammable material carrier. And just keeping space. And not getting too upset. I'm going to get over one lane to the right. I'm trying to be smooth and very deliberate. Ooh, we got a hazardous material cover. You figure gas is $5.29 a gallon. I don't know how many gallons that tanker holds. 10,000 gallons? This is a 3-second following distance. I'm going to come from the bridge. 1001, 1002, I'm about 2.5 seconds. I see these cars to the right, but we're going to practice a merge. I'm going to stay on the gas and continue. I don't see a blinker from the truck yet. I'm going to keep moving. And that was safe. You saw me make a decision. If you hesitate, you're going to leave yourself open to get hit. I see this burgundy vehicle. What are they doing? We're going to get off at 10 mile. We're going to practice a 4,000 RPM merge. I'm on the brakes real easy. You need to learn how to repair your vehicle too. Oh, that's man's work. No, this won't. No. If you have a flat tire, you should be able to fix it. You have a no-start condition, windshield wiper blades. And you know at these auto parts stores, they don't come out and put on a light bulb for you or windshield wiper blades unless you're a little old lady or a little old man. The man told us that. So you don't know what they're doing. Okay, we're getting ready to do our 4,000 RPM merge. What does this mean? I'm holding the gas pedal down till the engine hits 4,000 RPMs. And I'm putting my foot down now, and I'm at about 4,000. Those RPMs carry the motor up to the RPM range. That blows a load of carbon off of the engine in terms of the valves and pistons. We're not redlining the engine. The car's not geared for this. This is not a race car. We're not at Joliet in Chicago. We're not at Brainerd down in Florida. I'm going to get off at 9 mile. We're going to practice the same thing. I'm showing you what you should do. This class is a beginner driving Gratiot I-94. The title represents, so I'm squeezing my brakes. You see I'm smoother now. I'm squeezing my brakes. And I want to see the rear of the tires. I'm also showing you, I'm looking out my back window. I do not want to be hit by a car and pushed into this gray Kia. That gray Kia is really nice. One of my students, his dad is their general manager. I'm just saying, if I really wanted a Kia. That's the Kia GT. They're really slow making a turn. I'm already here. That could cause you to fail. So you want to proceed with safety. Okay, we're back on a short ramp, I-94. We got to get up to 4,000 RPMs. Okay, I see the semi truck. I got to lift my foot because I do not want to be sideswiped, and I'm going to fall in right behind there. Okay, I was at 4,100 RPMs. I looked at the computer, and I lifted my foot. It dropped back to 39. All right. Because the semi truck has to right away. True that. We're in the right lane. The white line tells us this. You're learning about pavement markings. I'm lifting my foot. I do appreciate all of you. Thank you. Let's keep going. Okay, we're gonna get off at 8 mile. So what am I doing? I'm maintaining speed. I'm gonna turn on my right blinker. And I'm lifting my foot. And as you can tell, I'm smoother. I'm not as fast because the deer could come out. A senior citizen on a scooter. I'm gonna squeeze brakes. You feel my brakes hit, they hit. Okay, that's an F-250. Lift it. I almost got sideswiped by one of those a few months ago. No blinker. That's how cars get rear-ended. It's dangerous. I had to hit them with the horn to let them know. That's a driving error. You saw a driving error. Okay, let's go on. That's the city street sweeper. You have those everywhere. Warning sign. Exactly. White Durango behind me. I'm gonna have a complete stop. S-T-O-P. And then I proceed. And I'm gonna get over, I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm gonna get over all the way to the left. Okay, I'm squeezing my brakes. These brakes are a little worn. They don't hit as soon as I would like. I can tell. Now you're gonna see the street sweeper coming up to the right. Yep, it's the street sweeper. And they got a triangle on the back. That means slow moving vehicle. A lot of you don't know that. They're in New York, they're in Michigan, they're in Ohio, Wisconsin. Okay. All right. And we're going to get back on, and we're going to do the 4,000. Yep, cleaning those streets, keeping everything beautiful. Okay, we're building speed up. Here we go. You can hear the motor. 4,000 RPM merge. We just got out there. Now I got to lift my foot because of the black Explorer. They didn't do that deliberately. They have the right of way. If this is bringing you value, please give it a thumbs up. The algorithm will push it out to the people who want to learn how to drive, who are having questions, who maybe feel insecure. This is about beginning driver driving on Gratiot I-94. So we're at 50. Peaceful, relaxed, taking our time. I'm lifting my foot. There's a traffic backup. I'm not sure. I'm increasing my following distance. Not driving slow, driving smart. There's a difference. Yes, insurance is expensive from 18 to about 25. After 25, your rates do go down, but it depends on where you live. If you're in Detroit, high crime rate. Cleveland, Ohio, high crime rate. Chicago, Illinois, high crime rate. Houston, Texas, high crime rate. Washington, D.C., high crime rate. Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, low crime rate. Dallas, Texas, depends on where you live, low crime rate. Your insurance is based upon your driving record, the type of car you have, where you live, your address, your zip code. Also, they were stealing the Kias. They have a fatal flaw. So some insurance companies will not insure you if you have a Kia. I'm telling you the truth. In our house, my son has a Charger GT. Not the Scat Pack, not the Hellcat, but the GT. He pays $214 a month because he has a Charger. I'm trying to educate you and let you know that the type of car or truck you have will impact your insurance rates. If you want to drive a nice car like that, and you like Chargers, we all like different things, you got to be prepared to pay. Now, I got to get this bus room. This is the city bus, the smart bus. Now, hey, let's talk about these buses. These buses have 16 to 18 cameras. There's your camera in the back. There's your camera up in the front. Okay? I don't want to crowd this bus. And this is real life. This is Chicago. This is Detroit. This is Connecticut. This is Atlanta, Georgia. You see how tight it is. And it's almost a little claustrophobic. Oh yeah, they got cameras inside too. And the drivers are in a bulletproof, shatterproof housing because they want to fight. Okay? It's a shame we have to be like this, but it's true. Man, you see that bus turn? Dang, bro. Okay. We got to do this 4,000 RPM merge. Rolling out. Lifting my foot. There's an old Tahoe up in them 26s, I believe. Looks like one of those rappers' vehicles. You can speak on that. You're from New York. 50 Cent. Okay. A lot of people in New York or Detroit or Chicago or LA. Okay, I'm gonna get off at Caju. It's French. This is a really short ramp. And this is where a lot of you will struggle on your road test or driving test, but I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna squeeze my brakes. Stop behind the line. Okay? This is the stop line. You see the crosswalk. You're scanning. I'm looking at the intersection left and right. The danger is to the left. These people are going downhill over this bridge. They can run a light and broadside us. So I have to look. The other danger, and I'm going to flip the camera, look behind me. There's a Ford F-350 dually. People are driving fast up this ramp. We have to be careful. We got to look all around the driving environment. Because a few years ago, I drove here in this area, teaching people how to drive, teaching adults. Detroit, Chicago, Illinois, Houston, Texas. We see the vulnerable road user, the man with the walker over there. Okay, if you live long enough, you'll be in one of those. Hopefully you'll have good core strength. I feel like Mr. Road Ready a second. That blinker. Okay, let's quit daydreaming. Okay, I'm looking left and right, and I don't want to cross the yellow line. Okay, I'm going to turn on left turn signal. I'm going to stay behind the stop line. You see this big semi truck? Are you kidding? You see them go over the line? That's intelligence. You saw that black driver, right? We driving, right? It's nice to see people who look similar to us. Did you see the Supreme Court case? Former President Obama talked about that. You know I'm going to hit you with some of that civil rights stuff, right? The Supreme Court case. Okay, they're changing areas. It's called gerrymandering. Okay, they're always messing with things. Okay, people have rights. Okay, you got to fight for what you want. How come everything is a fight? I'll have to put it in. It's important. I'm scanning. I'm waiting for a gap. Maybe after this white car. Okay, here's my gap. I know people not honking at me. That's ridiculous. All right, I'm picking up. We got to get that 4,000 RPM merge. I'm checking traffic. You hear the car moving. I'm checking. I'm lifting, and I'm gonna squeeze my brake because it's heavy traffic. I want room. That Volkswagen's a nice car. Sometimes those window tints are too dark. Can't see. Ask my son. He's got 4 different tickets. Window tint. Don't want to listen. And sometimes we inflict our own pain because we don't listen. Okay, we're going to get off at Maras, and then we're going to deal with some more hazards. If you get on the white line, I will deduct points. Okay, I'm squeezing brake. I want to see the rear of the tires. I'm checking the ramp behind us. Hey, they used a blinker. I appreciate that. But they cut over on those white lines. Come on, bro, what are you doing? Saw how they blocked everything? That's dangerous. All they have to do is just get over. Okay? I'm going to squeeze my brakes. Do not run lights or you will fail. Okay? You saw that car change lanes? If I would have ran the light, that Jeep would have sideswiped me. Let's think about that. A little caution, a little patience. The life lessons here all the time. And I'm handling the intersection. Trying to be safe as possible. We see the vulnerable road user. The lights are broken. We have a red light, they have a green light. We have a red light, they have a yellow light. This can cause people to have an accident because they'll look at the yellow light and think they can go, but really it's a red light. So the timers are off. We need to talk to the civil engineers on this. I want you to see real life out here. This is Detroit, this is Chicago, this is Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, California, Atlanta, Georgia. We are being, yes, the city. Amen. The city, the grit, the hard work. And we go on vacation to go to a city. I went to Dallas. All right, I'm looking. Okay, I want to be careful. I don't want, ooh, come on, man. Oh, you saw that bus, right? If I would have kept moving, that bus would sideswipe me. Do you understand what was really going on right now? Okay? That bus would have ripped off the side of this car. I would have had to answer. Come on, man. Just taking our time. I'm not trying to force anything. You see real life out here. And I'm showing you that you want to be cautious, you want to keep space. You see it all the time. And I'm going to move up and have a complete stop. S-T-O-P. Okay, now I'm going to make my turn. I'm a little shaky right now. I see the bus there. I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. I'm going to go in real easy. We're going to be picking up our client. She's 37. And we all just need to be that curve to the right. That's what you looked at, right? That's nice. That's nice. Okay. And then we always go talk about what we need. So let's talk about this. Visual targets. We want to identify. We want to look ahead. We want to see center, left, and right. Searches 20 to 30 seconds ahead. Traffic lights, cars. Turns head. If I'm going to left, I need to look to left. If I'm going to the right, I need to look to the right. Checks mirrors. Center mirror, it moves. Driver's side, passenger side. You have 3 mirrors. Dangerous maneuvers. Running a light. Not yielding. Side swipes. When you merge out, not looking over your shoulder. Not using a blinker. Strikes an object. If I hit a car or a curb or side swipe, automatic failure. Hey, thank you. Real life. Appreciate those emojis. I do. Searches, mirrors over shoulder, and selects the target. We're looking ahead, just like if you are walking straight ahead. Okay? If you're walking straight ahead, you look straight ahead. Next, uses 8 and 4. This is more or less an 8 and 4. I have long arms. I'm at a 7 and 5. AAA is our national driving body here in this area. They said 7 and 5. The AAA, the National Highway Safety Transportation, these organizations do case studies. There are always opportunities to grow and learn. And I believe I have a professional development this weekend, and I got to get registered for it. Uses proper hand over hand. If I'm making a right turn, I turn hand over hand, a 90 degree. If I'm backing into a driveway, I'm looking over my shoulder. I'm not relying on the backup camera. If I'm going around a curve, I use hand to hand. If you're getting value, give us a thumbs up. Next, critical skills. Please listen. Selects the nearest lane. Turn into the nearest lane. Next, checks traffic and signals, 100 feet, a half a block. Visualizes adequate gap. We want a space. We don't want to shoot a gap because you could get hit. Next, completes turn in the proper lane, L-A-N-E. Let's keep going. Because I'm an instructor, I have this information. Curves, enters the curves at the proper speed. Gradually increases at the apex. Don't go in real fast because you'll lose control going out. Lane changes, signals, checks mirrors. Blinker down for left, up is right. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Say this with me again. Mirrors, turn signal, blind spot. Gradually moves into the lane, crosses 3 or more lines. Next, expressway. Accelerates to the proper speed. This car, you have to have a 4,000 RPM merge. It gets some of the carbon off the valves, carbon up. The bus just went over the curb. That's crazy. That's a fail. What is going on? Like, I don't understand. Okay? School bus drivers do make good instructors, but I don't know if I want this school bus driver teaching my son or daughter. I'm just being real with you, man. Right? Like, this is ridiculous, man. I'm going to see if you can see this. You see that school bus? Went over the curb. Those things can tip. Okay? Or flip. Some of these school bus drivers are like out of control. All right. I do too. And I stay away from them. And you hear on the news, school bus driver flips over. Okay, I'm sorry. That kind of startled me. Let me keep going. Identifies gap. You want to have a space. Like when I merged on, you saw the semi truck. I would be stupid to have the 4,000 RPM merge and get sideswiped. So I lifted my foot and I slid behind. Sorry, I'm raising my voice. I'm a little upset about that school bus because my little niece and nephew could be on there and they'll be traumatized. And let's talk about being traumatized for a second. If you're in an accident or something really horrible happens, you're not going to be really able to relax and enjoy driving. Because I listen to you. I've been through trauma. I've been through an accident. My dad is very mean. He screamed about mom. He puts hands on her and he screams at me. And I want to learn to drive to help my mom get her out the house. There's so many things. Okay? Maintains proper speed, 60 or 65 or 55. We're not trying to tailgate. Slows down in the deacceleration lane. I don't want to get hit on the ramp on the I-94. They're little. If I slow down too soon, I'm going to get hit. And when I first started driver's ed, my biggest fear was having whiplash. Am I going to break my neck? Right? Next, prepares to stop or merge with the flow of the traffic. Signals properly 100 feet, a half a block. Let's talk about safe driving behavior. Lock in. Automatically puts on seatbelt. Lock your door. Adjust your seat. Adjust your mirrors. If you don't do this first, you're going to fail. If I'm teaching you how to drive, I take responsibility because trust me, road testers to say, well, you had a good instructor because I talk to them. I have them on the phone right now. Okay. I have a community of members who own driving schools, who are road testers. We go to professional development together. We talk about the driving community, adults driving, people in their 20s and 30s and 40s, people coming into America. He lives in New York, a huge international area. I'm in the Midwest. Dearborn is a big area. Chicago, Minnesota, okay? Illinois. There are people who are not from the United States who come to the United States to learn to drive. There's some people who don't want other people from outside the United States to come in. We're not trying to hold people back. We're trying to lift people up. Okay? Going to Johannesburg, going to the UAE, going to New York, the mecca of it all, Manhattan. Okay? Going to Montreal, which I've been there before. Going to Toronto. And no, we didn't see Drake. Let's keep going. Demonstrates the ability to select the gap and to avoid hesitation. If I would have hesitated, that bus would have sideswiped me. If I would have hesitated, that semi-truck would have sideswiped me. Understands different vehicle capabilities. I need you to subscribe. I want to bring you value. And I want to say thank you, E, and all of our supporters. I really appreciate you. And thank you. Bye.